Hari Om everyone. Good morning. Welcome to our Pravachana Malika talk number 6. Today's talk is about Charaka Samhita, Principles of Health and Behavior. And we are really happy to have Dr. Nishi Arora from New Delhi, who's MD PhD in Ayurvedic studies, which is very amazing. And we are very much looking forward to her talk today. And we'll start the program with the Veda Kusumanjali. Vasan sir, please start.
Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Om Bhadram Karnebe Shunuyama Deva Bhadram Pashye Makshabhir Yajatra Sthirai Rangai Stushtovagam Sastanubihi Vashema Deva Hitan Yadayuhu Sastina Indro Vruddhashrabah स्वस्ति न पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ अग्ने नया सुपताराये अस्मान् विश्वानि देवा वयुनानि विद्वान् यूयोऽध्यस्मज्जुहुराणमेनो भूयिष्ठान्ते नममुक्तिं विदेम ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ आब्रह्मन् ब्राह्मणो ब्रह्मवर्चसि जायताम् आराष्ट्रे राजन्यः दूरैषव्योऽतिव्याधि महारथो जायताम् दोग्ध्रीधेनुः ओढानड्वान् आसुःसप्तिः पुरन्दिर्योषाः जिष्णोरतेष्टाः सवेयो युवा अस्य यजमानस्य वीरो जायताम् निकामे निकामे न पर्जन्यो न वर्षतो बलवत्यो न वोषधयः पच्यन्ताम् योगक्षेमो नः कल्पेताम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ आप्यायन्तो ममाङ्गानि वाक् प्राणश्चक्षुः श्रोत्रमतो बलमिन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि सर्वं ब्रह्मोपनिषदम् अहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम् मा ब्रह्म निराकरोतु अनिराकरणमस्तु अनिराकरणं मे अस्तु तदात्मनि निरतेय उपनिषत्सु धर्माः ते मयि सन्तो ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ यश्चन्दसां वृषभो विश्वरूपः छन्दोभ्योऽद्यमृतात् सम्बभूव समेन्द्रो मेधया स्पृणोतु अमृतस्यादेवधारणो भूयासं शरीरं मे विचर्षणं जिह्वा मे मधुमत्तम कर्णाभ्यां भूरिविश्रुवं ब्रह्मणः कोशोऽसि मेधया पिहितः श्रुतं मे गोपाय ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ तत्सत्.
Thank you, Vasan sir. So now I request my father, Dr. Prabhakar, to please introduce the speaker and the topic.
Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Today is a festival. We should say that because we are just talking about, we are having a wonderful discourse and introduction to our Vednada Veda Adhyayana Kendra on a text connected to the ancient medical science. And that is by Charaka Maharshi, I should say. And so Charaka Samhita is a very, very, very useful book, long years back, has been provided or written and they all contain the teachings of the Charaka's guru, Sri Punarvasu Atreya Maharshi. He is supposed to be the gem of this and branch of this kind of study. And this is Ayurveda. Now, the word Ayuhu has been defined basically as the conjunction of body, mind, then self, indriyas, and all that. So 5 factors join to indicate the word Ayu. It is not just a disease. It is not just cure for disease, but there are many, many, many more things connected to our geographical, social, economic, etc. conditions of our life all through the time. And this is again very well propagated by the Acharya, the Kanishka, a great emperor. He's a royal physician. He was also responsible for that. And people say that Charaka Maharshi or Charaka is Kanishka himself, but I don't know. Still, I know that this Charaka Samhita is a very important guidebook for us regarding many aspects like behavior, health, conduct, ethics, etc. So today we have got a deep scholar who is a theorist at the same time practical, Dr. Nishi Arora, who is a professor of Ayurveda and especially working in the Department of Principles of Health and Behavior. And as well, the dialogue between her and me went on, I understand she's a very deep scholar and very polite, because called Vidwan Sarvatra Pujyate Vidya Dadati Vinayam. So there is a lot of Vinayam. Vinayam in a sense that to study and also share whatever study that one makes. We see those 2 qualities in her. And actually, she was introduced to me by Dr. Aparna, because I saw her speaking in the WAVES International Conference. And so I thought we should have a talk on Charaka and more topics on Ayurveda. In fact, Ayurveda is not new to our Vedacharya Kendra. In the history of 26 years, we have several Ayurveda doctors who have given talks at the same time, who have run a small clinic, also Ayurveda clinic, day-long workshop. And some 3-4 doctors have come and attended to 50, because our Kendra was located in a village area also. So many people came and had consultation. So the statistics was more than 50 at the time who came with doubts and got medicine free, etc. So this Charaka Samhita and also Susru Samhita, they are 2 important texts to inspire all people in the field of Ayurveda and trying to attach to the medicine part of it, because Ayurveda treatment is a holistic treatment. It is not only curing the disease, but it heals the entire body. All doshas, Vata, Pitta, etc. doshas are being covered up, and so the person becomes really stronger. In fact, we have several Ayurveda doctors also, and Nalgirkar, who was a principal and who moved 42 countries to spread Ayurveda. So we have so many friends of Ayurveda to another Vedacharya Kendra. And now we are very happy to introduce and welcome Dr. Nishi Arora also to be a great contributor for the enhancement of the knowledge through our Vedacharya Kendra also, apart from Delhi University and other things, because Ayurveda is something which everybody must want, and there are called home remedies before you go anywhere. Home remedies have got to be done. Food itself is a home remedy. Ahara, so Anna Suktam is there in our Taittiriya Upanishad and elsewhere. So Annam, that is being very well. Ajyata iti Annam, and also Ajyate Atticha Bhutani. The food is one thing that it not only people consume, but the consumed food will consume all people also. So to say, if we are monitoring the food health habits, then your behavior and all that, you will be wonderfully great and live 100 years. Satamanam bhavatu. So manam, we should have a full manam. Sampurna ayurarogya saukhya, we should have it. For that, Charaka and all these great acharyas, they are all given us gems of wisdom and practical wisdom. It is not. So we have all the principles in that, not my talking lot, because just I saw this Charaka Samhita and I was amazed. So much wealth is there. And it's also a Veda, because Atharveda is the source for that Ayurveda also, because Ayura Arogya is most important. And today we are going to have some very important principles of behavior and health, because these are the behavior and health. These are the two important things which will make us happy, which will make us enthusiastic, which will make us to get on to the yoga practices. And yoga is the most important thing in our life, though we are all running the International Yoga Day. So I thought this talk would be a continuation of the yoga, a celebration and knowing the importance of yoga. So not myself talking much about this. So I just request Dr. Nishi Arora, the famous professor of Ayurveda in Delhi, and she's also working in a clinical side in the hospital there, as her biodata tells. So as you listen to her, you will understand how deep and friendly with the science Ayurveda, which is the medical science, which is important for us. And we have today another allopathy doctor, Gopi Chand, and another philosophy doctor, Dr. Andhya Prasad, and many more who can share their views on this important topic on Charaka Maharshi's work, which is available in number of volumes. So there are many number of commentators. And I want to mention a commentator. Chakrapani is a commentator, I was told, I don't know. So with all this little introduction, I request Dr. Nishi Arora ji to deliver a discourse and enlighten us in this
Good evening, sir.
topic of our
I
life.
am highly obliged that you have put that much of faith in me. I am so grateful to you and this organization also. I just want to say only one thing, that the subject is very broad and we all are very small. So when we talk about Ved is everything and we are nothing. First, to understand this simple fact that Ved is everything, because Ved is a Brahma, Ved is Vishwatma, and we are nothing in front of that. So we will try our level best to understand whatever we are reading and we are practicing. I am so grateful to Prabhakar sir. Yata bhedam na pashyami Shiva Vishnu Vark Padmajan तथा ममास्तु विश्वात्मा शंकरः शंकरः सदा. इस मंगलाचरण को मैं इसलिए बोलती हूँ, I speak this मंगलाचरण because I want to say that Vishnu, who loves us, who nurtures us, and Brahma, who creates us, and Sun, who gives us all energy. They are all one. They are not three. They are one. And that force is always there to help us. That force is always with us and helping us. That's why Vedas are so special, because they are from the speaking words of actual Bhagwan. So with this, I go down to my Guruji, Professor Banwarilal Gaur, who has given me so many things that I am debited with so much of obligations from his side. So I will not waste much time. But the thing is that we all know that history is not created in a day, but a day can bring many histories. So actually, I didn't want to say today like this, but today is International Day against drug abuse. And this International Day for Drug Abuse on 26th of June is set since 1989. So since then, this day is there because it was found that so many $1 billion of trading was there, illicit trafficking was there all over the world and especially in US. So we are also facing the problem that our youth is getting distracted towards drugs. So first of all, I want to convey this to all of my students and as well as all of the people who are listening to me, that go high on grades and not on drugs, because this is not going to help us all. So with this message, I start my talk on Charak Samhita. In fact, as Sir said, that both the Samhitas, Sushruta and Charak, are actual legends or the pillars of Ayurveda. And Sushruta Samhita came before Charak Samhita. It is a history. But the way Charak has put forward the subject in front of all of us, it was amazing. It was really amazing to study such a broad aspect of health as well as disease, and that too in a philosophical perspective. The best example of epistemological research study is Charak Samhita. That I may prove in my coming talk. So let us talk about, first thing is, what is health? What is health? And I want to emphasize upon the thing that Charak Samhita and Ayurveda always put the force upon harmony. Harmony. It says that when the physiological components of the body remain in harmony, when the physical components of the body remain in harmony, they become, we say that we are healthy. And when the physiological functioning of the mental components are in harmony, we say that we are mentally fit. And as you know, that all we know that this harmony is a very difficult thing to achieve. And basically, from where do this harmony comes and how we can maintain it? This is all about health in our system. Let me talk about something like a complete definition of health as given by Sushruta Samhita, which was again accepted by WHO after so many years. And now they have even added spiritual health in it also. That means we have a knowledge which is eternal. You like it or you don't like it. You have to accept the truth one day or the other. And that is being proved now. It has been proving that Ayurveda has the basic knowledge about health, about disease, and it knows how to maintain it. And this is very important. As we have seen in this corona time, and we are still undergoing this problem. So everywhere there is only one word which you can listen to, and that is immunity, immunity, immunity. I need immunity. But what should I do for immunity? But it is to be understood by everyone that immunity is not something which I give you as a tablet, you swallow it and you will get it. No, it's a process. It's a process. It's a process to build my cells. It's the process to build my thinking, right? So in this process, when we say swastha, healthy, swastha, and what was means according to Sanskrita, what was that? Sushtu. Sushtu nirvikarena tishtati iti swastha. Sushtu nirvikaratvena tishtati iti swastha. That means what is swasth is what? Swasthya is what? When there is no abnormality, when there is no deviation from any part of health. That person is called as swastha. So how it may happen and what is the definition? A very nice definition is given by Sushruta Samhita, and I will explain that how elaborated view of swasthya was given by Charaka Samhita. So first is because it is a 2-line shlok, it will be easier to grasp and easier to listen. So Sushruta Samhita has done a great job in giving this shlok to us. That was samadoshaha, samagnischa, samadhatu malahkriya, prasannatmendriye manah, swastityabdhiyate. Now you see, what is health by WHO? It is all about that, physical, mental, social, all kinds of things. So what is this samadosha? In Ayurveda, there are the physical components of the body are 3, or many people must know it, that these are vata, pitta, and kapha. Yeah? And then there are tissues. When there are cells, then what they become? Finally become tissues. Okay, and then tissues to organ to system. This is what this is how the body works. We all know that. So what Sushruta Samhita said, it said that samadosha means there should be a harmony between the 3 doshas, vata, pitta, kapha. They should remain in their natural values. That means the physiological functions are okay, right? Because doshas are said to be a physiological unit of our body. Then is samagnischa. Samagnischa, Agni. What is Agni? You know, Agni is fire, we all know that, but here inside body, it is the digestion. It is the power of digestion, and it is the power which is responsible for catabolic activities, because it is energy. So this is the energy, samagnischa. If this Agni, if this digestive power, if this positive energy in me is in harmony, is working properly, then it is another component of good health or health. Then when I can say that I am healthy, then samadoshaha, the second thing is samagnischa, the third thing is samadhatu, means the tissues are also working in their perfect harmony. in their natural way. So Malakriya, Malak. Malakriya means excretory products. Agar if I have some kinds of problem in excretion of what? Excretion of the waste products of my body. And you know, excretion is also in breathing. We inhale and then we exhale. And whenever there is a problem in exhalation, then there is a problem in breathing, and then there is a problem with my health, of course, right? So samadha doshaha samaganishcha samadhatu malakriya. In sabka, all of these components should work, should function in harmony. And then we do not forget, Ayurveda does not forget at all that mind and body are inseparable. After so many years of psychological development, they could understand that there are some diseases which are called as psychosomatic. But Ayurveda, from the beginning, Ayurveda says that you cannot separate mind from the body. These are inseparable because we have a holistic approach. Should I speak, sir? Sorry. Sir, can you people get me?
Yes, yes, we're able to hear you. Sorry for the disturbance.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Sir, sorry, sir. I thought my voice is not transmitting.
It is very clear. Everything is very clear. Please continue.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. So then what? Then Ayurveda said that body and mind are inseparable. So I cannot be healthy from my physical point of view, and I cannot ignore my mental health. So Ayurveda has put equal weight to both body and mind. That's why in first line, when Sushruta is telling about physiological functions of the body, means samadosha, samagnisha, samadhatu, malakriya. In the second line, it says prasannatmendriye manaha. Prasannatmendriye manaha. Now, a very interesting question which the students they just raise their hands when they say prasannatmendriya mana. Oh, madam, you told us that Atma is nirvikara. Atma is away from sukha dukha. And how Atma can be in sorrow? Why you are saying that? Why Sushrut has told that prasannatmendriya mana? How Atma can be happy or unhappy? So when you teach to the students are there to just raise their hands. As soon as you deviate from the point, they will stop you. And seriously, sir, I really like it because it shows that student is listening to me. If the student is criticizing me or student is pinpointing me about my mistakes, that means they are listening to me, and that's enough for me now. So I feel that because students are listening to me, it's a very good thing. But here, all of you are intellectuals are there in front of me, and I'm sorry, but I think you people will not mind it. But I think in such a long lecture, there must be something which makes you sit here, that madam is not just speaking and not talking at all. So this is a question which my students often ask me, and then I explain always that here the commentator of Sushruta Samhita Dalhana clears it and said that Atma is here Atma means Deha. Here Atma means Deha. We all know that, but we say that, have you taken breakfast? Yes, I have taken. Have you taken dinner? Yes, I have taken. So here, what is me? Actually, me is not, I is not my body. Actually, I is that uh, that soul. But still, in our general behaviors, we use this term I for my body. And here also, Prasannatmendriya Manaha, here the Atma stands for Deha only. And Indriya means my functioning. Indriya, as told by Ayurveda, there are 10 Indriyas, 5 sense organs which are known as Gyanendriyas, and the other 5 are functions, voluntary functions, which are known as Karmendriyas. So, Vani, Pani, Pad, Payu, Upastha. So these are Karmendriyas, where these are the functions which we do. So all these things in Indriyas. What we mean by prasanna? Prasanna means they are in their natural state and are happy doing work. That means the enthusiasm for work. Uh, that means the enthusiasm for work and the motivation for work is still here. And when all these things work in their perfect harmony, then the person is said to be swastha. So in 2 lines only, the Sushruta has explained all these things, but Charak Samhita did. Charak Samhita actually elaborated this concept in a very nice way. It said that in Vimanasthana, chapter 8, it is said that first thing is Ruga Upashamana. What is Swastha? Ruga Upashamana. Ruga Upashamanam the meaning is Ruga means Ruja, means Pida, pain. So any kind of pain, if I am feeling, and whether it is physical or it is mental, it is a Ruja, it is Ruga. So the first thing is that I should not feel any pain, neither in my body and nor at my mental level. Because I have said that we cannot separate body from mind, and all the things will go, body and mind will go simultaneously. Mind remains in body and body works with the command from the mind. So, Rugopashamanam, the first thing is any kind of pain if I'm not feeling, first thing. Second, Swaravarna Yoga. Every one of you would have seen that when I am not feeling well, when I am not healthy, then what happened? That my glow is gone and my sound becomes low or becomes tired sound. You know, so Swaravarna Yoga means the complexion, the glow, and the speech is clear and fine. Third is Sharira Upachaya. If I'm healthy, I will, whatever I would eat, it will get digested, then my body will absorb it, and I will grow. Okay, so it is not there that I am losing weight, continuously I am losing weight, or continuously I am feeling weakness also. So Sharira Upachaya. If nutrition is proper and it is seen through body and functions of the mind. So Sharira Upachaya. And then Balavriddhi. Balavriddhi means increase of strength. Actually, we all know that wear and tears is a continuous process in our body. But when the tiered cells are not replaced by the healthy cells, then what happens? Then the body started deteriorating. The organs started deteriorating. As we all know, so balavriddhi. And what is the another symptom is another sign is rather abhyavarya abhilasha. Abhyavarya abhilasha. That means there is a desire for food. It's a desire for food, है ना? Abhyavarya abhilasha. Then is ruchira ahara kali. Is that when the time of food is there, then I am interested to eat. I feel, oh, time ho gaya. Oh, it's time for lunch. It's time for dinner. I'm so enthusiastic about eating, you know. So if I am feeling that enthusiasm for eating, then that means ki it's I am good. I'm happy. है ना? So when I am not happy, I will not be able to eat even. है ना? No. आज तो today's mood is so off that मुझे नहीं खाना. It happens now. So like this. So and then what? अभ्यवहितस्य आहारस्य काले सम्यग् means whatever I have taken orally, it gets digested very timely. Means it takes 2 to 3 hours for prime digestion period is 2 to 3 hours, and then it gets into intestines and then metabolized, and then the circle the time slot, whole time slot till absorption is a long one, but the digestion part, the first step of the taken food is digestion, which should be there in stipulated time. So nidra labho yatha kalam. This is also important. Nidra labho yatha kalam, yani ki the sleep is on time. We do sleep about for 7 to 8 hours a day. That's a normal sleep time. And if the person is sleeping well, then it is another sign for a healthy person. Then vaikarika nama cha swapna nama adarshanam. Okay, vaikarika nama cha swapna nama adarshanam means there are no bad dreams. So it is another science in Ayurveda which tells us about importance of dreams, and it even predict that whether the disease is going to get cured or whether the person is going into a stage where the person cannot be cured. So dream has got very much importance in Ayurveda, and you all know that in modern psychology also they do dream analysis, but we will not go into that detail because then it will I will be exceeding my time. Actually, I am very grateful to sir, because he told me that it's a talk of around 60 to 70 minutes. Then I said it's okay, because it is that broad that if he would have said me to finish it off in 15 minutes, then it will have become a very difficult task for me. So I am again grateful to Prabhakar sir. And then the next thing is the sukhena pratibodhanam. The next symptom is the sukhena pratibodhanam. Sukhena pratibodhanam, that means he easily, when we wake up out of bed, then what happens? I am happy to be awake. If I am having some problem, I am ill, then I will not feel like waking out of bed. Then Vata Mutra Purisha Retasam Yuk Mukti means why excretion should be all good. It is for the air, the urine, stool, feces, and of course sperm or artava. They should be excreted at time, on time. And then sarvakare buddhi indriyanam cha avyapatti प्रसन्नात्मेन्द्रिय मनः, हर प्रकार से सर्वाकारी, आकार मीन्स लक्षण, सब प्रकार से सभी तरह से सर्वाकारे बुद्धि इंद्रियाणाम च अव्यापत्ति, there is no problem at all with any of my senses or my functional involuntary functions at all, then I can say that I am healthy. Okay, then basically the main point which is emphasized by both Sushruta and Charak Samhita, that that there must be harmony. Then again, you know, as I told you, that Charak Samhita is a text that is an core example of epistemological study. So, whatever we are talking about till now, we have talked about only this worldly problems and the worldly dukkha. But in philosophy, you know, that sukh is comfort is always a discomfort. It is also a discomfort. So I can give you an example. Like a childless couple is very, very unhappy because they have not any child till now. The society is calling them, they are becoming victims of this bullying and tanas and all. But what happened? It is a dukkha. It is a inconvenience, discomfort, and point of sorrow. But when child enters into their life, what happens then? They are happy for, oh God, we got a baby. And after some time, what happens? Who will wake up at night when the child would cry, and you have to go to your office, to your workplace next day? What will you say? Oh my God, why is not sleeping? You slap the child. You fight with your spouse. Why always me? You should also wake up sometimes. Yeah. And then what happens? A fight. And the happiness of getting the child gets converted into sorrow and fight and conflicts. It happens. Must have seen all these things around. That's why Charak Samhita would say that we have to be away from this cycle, and the thing which it is said in Charak Samhita Sharirasthana, Sparshendriye Sparshah Sparsho Manasevacha Dvividha Sukha Dukkha Nama Vedana Nama Pravartaka. That means, kya hua? What happens? Sparshendriya Sparshah Sparsho Manasevacha. These what are our senses? They just run behind their goal. Means the eyes want to see beautiful places, beautiful person, beautiful foods and all. The eyes run behind the beauty. The ears run behind the soft voices or singing or whatever. And all our senses are busy in running behind one subject, one object or the other. And what happens? That all these things are there because we have no control upon our mind. Hamara man. The man or mind is not under control. So it always forces us to go and find something, whether it is an object, whether it is a human, whether it is a property, and so many things. So what are these sukha? These sukha are this sukh or the comfort is short-lived, as I have told you in my example. These are short-lived things. Because whenever there is another object, at that time I feel, oh God, I don't have this. So I forget that what I have all is there with me. We are focusing upon only that one object which is not there for me. So I am striving for that missing tile. Okay, there's a missing tile syndrome. That a floor is very beautiful. Everywhere there is beauty, but one tile is broken. And what happens? We say, oh, it was a beautiful floor, but one tile is missing or broken. So, oh, it has means disturbed the beauty of the place, and no. Yeah. So that's why the sparshanendriya sparsha. Sparsha means that subject should come in contact with my senses, and then only I can grasp it, then only I can perceive it. So as if I control myself that these subjects or objects do not touch, do not come into contact of my senses, then I will not be feeling anything bad that this is not with me. So sparshanendriya sparsha sparsho manasevacha, and mind be, when I get something I like, I am very happy. And then when I lose something I like, I am very unhappy. So what is this? That the sukha and dukha, it happens in man, not in indriyas. Because man is the key factor which is responsible for both perception and cognition afterwards. Okay, when we are not in mood, we just can't see what's happening in front of us. We can't understand what's happening around because my mind is not there. Okay, so Vividha Sukha Dukkha Nama Vedana Nam Pravartaka, whenever we go behind the objects and subjects, and then what happened, then all Sukha and Dukkha, both are pains. Both are pains. Because that sukha which we get in this world is very short-lived, as we are. So I have started my talk that we have to understand that the Veda is everything and we are nothing. So Dvivida Sukha Dukkha Nama Vedana Nama Pravartakaha. Okay, and then what it said that very important thing, and I don't know whether you people are liking it or not. But the thing is, it is the core speciality of Charak Samhita that it tells everything in the context of philosophy, which is very important to know if we belong to Vedic Sanskriti. Because this is that speciality which makes us strong, which gives us the strength to fight with any odds. And you have seen that the believers are the best fighters. Only three things which work for us are: first, truth; second, trust; and third, hard work. Okay. So now, what is the cause? Upadhahi paro hetu dukh dukh ashray pradaha tyagaha sarva upadhanam cha sarva dukh vyapohakaha. That means Upadha means up yani ki sameep. Dha means bhagana, running. Dhavati. Sameep dhavati. Kiske? Why? Subjects or objects which attract our indriyas, our senses. We are just running behind. And when I stop this upadha, then only I can be actually healthy and free of all pains. That is what Charak Samhita says about health. And with this, we can understand that if health is this, the second point is what is disease. So what is disease? Disease is again that disease is what? Disease is disharmony among all those physical and mental components, which I have told. Mental components are sattva, rajasa, and tamas. Right. So these three should also be under control. Okay, as you see that sattva, what sattva does in our body, it is a laghu prakashakam. It means it is light and it enlightens us. That means it is the source of knowledge. It is the source to get that truth. And for good deeds, it propels us for good deeds. And the raja is what? Raja is actually hello. If I am, few people can get me. Hello.
Yes, we are
Please
able.
continue, madam.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Should I start? I think there is some problem with the Zoom.
No problem. Yeah, please continue, madam.
Okay, sorry, because suddenly it happens that it seems that there is no connection. There is no. That's right. Yes. It is a very, very interesting thing, you know, that you are speaking and you are speaking to the screen. And you are not knowing that whether the other person is listening to you or not, or whether the other person is actually there behind the screen or not. So it is sometimes becomes very difficult for these online lectures. I think you people must have felt, must have experienced this thing, you know. So what I'm saying, I was saying that then what is roga? Roga is again disharmony, and I was telling about what does Raja do. Raja is the component of action. It motivates the sattva to work, and it also motivates the tam to be there and just not to do anything. So Raja is important, as Raja is actually functional component of mind. And whatever we do, if I am good in my deed, then also I am doing something. And if I am pervasive in my acts, I am doing something, whether it is right or wrong, whether it is good or bad, it is another thing. So Raja is the component of function in the as far as the mind is concerned. And Tamas is the sorry, Tamas is what? Tamas is the component that stops, that covers the knowledge, that makes us pervasive, that makes us ideal, that makes us just criticizers. I just say negative thing about everything and every person. I cannot get anything positive anywhere. Sorry, if this is happening, that means I am under the control of tamasa. Okay, and if I am happy and I am seeing positivity, because कृत्सनो हि लोको बुद्धिमताम आचार्यः शत्रुश्च अबुद्धिमताम. ये जो एक लाइन चरक संहिता ने कही कि all the world is a teacher for an intelligent person and enemy for a person who is not having any intellect, who is dumb. So then what is disease? Disease is obviously disharmony among the
Madam, can you please unmute 1 second? Sorry, can you unmute?
sorry. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, okay. So, sorry. Okay. So what I was saying, could you get me that I was telling about Raja and Tamas?
Yes, yes,
Could you
yes,
get
yes,
that
yes.
now? Okay. Then what happens in during the disease? That disease is again is said to be a place where disharmony is there among the physical functions and mental functions, and also in the increased in the part of upadha or our desires. The more I desire, the more I become unhappy, the more I become unhealthy, obviously. So disease, what are the causes behind, basic reasons behind diseases are so much. Then there may be adi pravritta, means that is genetic problems that comes from either shukra or artha, means sperm or ova, and then it may becomes jati bal pravritta, means it happens during yani prenatal natal, means in the middle stage when the mother is not getting proper food, the mother is not getting nutrition, or there are some other tensions for the mother, then also the diseases may occur. The diseases may occur because of our faulty lifestyle and faulty food products. All these things, what they do, they vitiate the doshas, and doshas are the mandatory components for any disease. Okay, so because dosha get vitiated when we eat something faulty, food habits, they generally uh, means they generally produce vitiation of the doshas, and then the doshas vitiate tissues or dhatus, and then it affects the excretory system, and the process which was involved in keeping a person healthy, the same process is involved in keeping the person unhealthy if it becomes the core cause behind the disharmony among the Vata, Pitta, Kapha and Dhatus. Because Vata, Pitta, Kapha are the only things which can produce disease. That's why they are said to be dosha. What is the definition of dosha? That swatantriyena dushtikartritvam doshatvam. They can independently produce diseases. That's why this is dosha pravritta. And then sanghata. Sanghata means we fight with a person. We are weaker and the other person is healthier, and we are fighting. So of course we will be getting hurt and we will be getting any disease. So what is the point? That there should not be any conflict. And I want to say that how important this harmony of Vata, Pitta, Kapha, Dosha. If you go deep into it, you will see that Vata has a different set of gunas or qualities. Pitta has a different set of gunas and qualities. Kapha has a different set of gunas and quality. Even then, they remain in the same body, and when they work in harmony, the body remains healthy, and when they work in disharmony, the body becomes ill. So what is the secret behind this philosophy is that we all in this India, in this Bharat, we belong to different set of qualities, but still if we remain as a Vata, Pitta, Kapha in our nature, remaining with each other, despite the fact that Vata is colder and Pitta is Ushna and Kapha is heavy and Vata and Pitta are Lagu or light, then also they remain in perfect harmony and they keep us healthy. That's the same formula we may apply upon all of us in our society, that we all hold some different set of qualities in North India and South India, in East and West, and we are belonging to different caste, creed, and religion and all. but we have got some real set of and different unique set of qualities. And if we all work together in a harmony, the country remains healthy. And if we don't keep that harmony, the country remains unhealthy. So this is a very, very nice principle. I think I always give this example to my students also, and to all of my listeners, that we must work for harmony only, with harmony only. So I am not going that detail into the types of diseases and all, because then it will become a very, very long, again a long talk. So I want to come to the third point, and that is principle of discipline. I want to say here, excuse me, I want to say here that discipline is very important. And where discipline, body, many, I told in my lecture in the beginning that that immunity is not a pill that I give you and you swallow and you will get it. I said that it is a process of disciplining self, and it starts from our day itself. So Charak Samhita has told about dinacharya, how to go about the day, means activities of daily living, which is known as ADL very popularly. So ADL is what? That dinacharya, first is Brahma Muhurta Uttishteta. Brahma Muhurta Uttishteta. What is the importance of waking up in Brahma Muhurta? Actually, in Brahma Muhurta, one of the hormone that is called serotonin, that secretes in our body, and it helps in reducing our depressions, and it is responsible for our enthusiasm and motivation. And similarly, in the Brahma Muhurt, the sun is just rising, and the ultraviolet rays which are disseminating from the sun are a very, very good natural source for vitamin D, which is very much necessary. And a few people know that with the deficiency of vitamin D, even with the deficiency of vitamin D, the person becomes so irritable, the person becomes so inactive, and the person loses the interest. And sometimes the person goes to the psychiatrist for that, and psychiatrist give the antidepressants to the patient, which is not at all required. It is only required to wake up early in the morning, say thank you to Bhagwan Surya, and receive the love and affections from rays of sun, and the sun will never let you down. Okay, so this is very important that we make our lifestyle that way. Uttishta, Brahma Muhurta Uttishta. And then what happens? Then there are certain things are said that you brush your teeth, you put kajal in your eyes. Okay. So why all these things? Because the physical cleanliness and the cleanliness of our outer openings. Because when we speak, we eat. Not only we are eating some bacteria inside, we are eating the pollution inside, we are eating so many things which are not, which we don't know, but they are getting in our oral area, they are getting deposited over that, and they will become diseases one day or the other. It will get converted into disease one day or the other. So what happens in the early morning? What we have to see, we have to properly clean our oral cavity with the brushing, with the gandosha. Gandosha means it is gargling. Okay, gargling with the medication, gargling with the means full your mouth with the oil. And what you will say? Like this. Remain for certain time, remain like this. And what that Tilatela would do, it will strengthen the our teeth. Okay, so when we gargle and spit out the various herbs which are suggested by Charak Samhita, then what happens, that it cleans, and it provides something like interest in eating, because cleanliness is very, very important. Then again, there said to be means use of anu tailam in the both of the nostrils, one drop in each nostril. What it does, it stops the pollutants in the outer nasal area only. It will not travel from this nasopharyngeal whole path of nasopharyngeal, so that it does not get deposited in the pharynx, or it does not go inside the body. That is what we require. That is what was being done in this all corona, that please gargle, please do these gargling, please do this. Why? Because they are now understanding that whatever outer openings are there, they have to be kept very clean. They have to be kept very clean and better hydrated, so that the pollutants cannot enter the deeper parts of the body, so that the pollutants cannot get deposited in the body. So it is very important to wake up early in the morning, to do all the outer openings as clean as possible, and then snana. Okay. So all these things we should do. This is the life's discipline in life. Discipline in life, and discipline is also in not only in daily living, but also we have to change our eating patterns according to the season. If there is winter season, my digestive power is very strong. So what should I do? I may eat this Punjabi diet. Very interestingly, you can eat Punjabi diet with because it is heavier, it is unctuous, it has got the power to strengthen the body. That's why the heavier and the unctuous diets are recommended during the winter season. But in the summer season, we should not do that, because in summer season, our Agni or digestive power is low. So what I have to say, and my hydration is low, because the sun is all extracting my energy and my hydration from my body. So I have to keep my body very much hydrated. So what should I do in summers? I should take liquid diet. I should take this means I should take sweet rasa. Rasa means there are 6 rasas or tastes are told in Charak Samhita. These are Madhur, Amla, Lavana, Snik, Katu, Tikta, Kashaya. So in summers, what we have to see, we have to light diet, liquid diet, and sweet diet, so that the body may remain light, may remain hydrated, and may remain healthy. Similarly, day sleeping. Day sleeping is not advisable in any season except summers, because day sleeping increases vitiate the kapha dosha, and that would further increase the blockages in the body, and patient get obesity and other diseases, diabetes and all. So that's why a disciplined life, a life which is disciplined, waking and sleeping time are very much very much fixed, almost fixed. It is not ki today I have taken breakfast at 6 a.m. and tomorrow I am taking it at 12:30 p.m. and the other day I skipped my breakfast and I am becoming slimmer. No, you are not becoming slimmer. You are becoming weaker, and you are losing your health, and you will not look beautiful at all. क्योंकि स्वस्थता तो सुंदरम, सुंदरता स्वस्थ में है. Sundarta's beauty does not lie either in the complexion or in your slimming. It lies in health. A healthy person is the most beautiful person. So if you want to look healthy, you be healthy. You want to look beautiful, be healthy. Keep and think. Your body is important. Why it is important? Everybody leaves you one day or the other. Everybody leaves you one day or the other, but only body will not leave you till your breath does not leave you. Till the soul does not leave you, body will not leave you. Till the last breath, body will remain with us. So I have to take care of my body. So be disciplined for that. Discipline is important for myself, not for my teacher or my professor or for the policeman. It is important for me. Discipline is important for me. This is what to be understood. And that's why I always emphasize upon discipline of life. And these are principles of life, and you should not forget it. And the other, now I am coming to the and certain things I want to say that but we say that discipline is important, and then one is very important and very beautiful principle is there. I think Prabhakar sir would allow me to say that because it is Loka Purusha Samya Siddhanta. When I see that what is that is sun is in the nature, that is Agni inside me, the digestive power inside me. It is mashed with the Surya. And then what is Chandra in the Prakriti, in the nature, in that is Kapha in my body. And what is Vayu in the nature is Vata in my body. So if I want to keep my body healthy, I have to have, this is principle of cosmosism. I have to have a good harmony with my cosmos. I cannot cut trees limitlessly, and then I say that I am lacking in oxygen. From where I can get oxygen? Oxygen cannot be given by anyone upon this earth except trees. They give it, and we cut them. So we deserve to die. No, we deserve to die because that the thing which is giving us, we are cutting that. So that's why what you have to do, we have to be a great harmony with my cosmoses. I should make my environment clean. I should conserve energy because energy never dies. It just gets transformed. It just gets transformed. It never dies. Everyone knows it never dies. Just that is what the philosophy says, that Atma never dies. Atma is what? Atma is energy. If an Atma is not in me, will I be able to speak? No. I am nothing. I am Pancha Tattva. That is Jada. That is lifeless. That is useless. So whatever I am because of my energy. And energy never dies. So what we do, we have to have a good harmony with my environment. I have to clean my water. I have to keep clean my air. Okay, I don't have to misuse the natural resources. If I am misusing the natural resources, I am bound to get diseased. If I want to be healthy, I have to make my environment clean. I have to conserve the energy. I have to conserve the natural resources. This is very much emphasized by Charak Sahita when it says Loka Purusha Samya. Whatever things which are available in the universe all are there in my body. I am the small part of that big universe. This, what we say spiritually, that Aham Brahmasmi. Aham Brahmasmi means I'm just a part of the Brahma. Jaise Akash, jaise sky. Sky is so big, but in my body also there are small skies. There are small spaces. If there are no spaces, no permeation of nutrition, no osmosis function can happen. There are small pores, there are big channels. If these channels are blocked, if the space is blocked, the blood is blocked, I may get paralysis, I may get heart attack. Anything I may get, I get paralyzed. That's why the channels must remain open. That means that Akash is inside me, but in a smaller, yeah. So whatever there is air is there. If I am breathing, it is air, but it's the smaller part of that air. And if I want that my breath remains pollution free, I can breathe well, and I have to keep that air well. I have to keep that air clean. Only cleansing of my respiratory tract, I cannot do anything, because whatever air I am taking is what I have given to that air. Okay, if I have polluted the air will pollute my respiratory tract. When it will affect my respiratory tract, then I will be begging for oxygen and I will not be getting it. So this Loka Purush Samya principle is a very, very important principle, and it is very close to me. And then one is the Purushartha Chatushtai principle, and that is Dharma, Artha, Kam, and Moksha. This is principle which tells us what to do, because dharma is duty. Dharma is duty. And when I am not doing my duty, I'm not doing my duty when I am not following the discipline for myself. I am not following the discipline for my society. I am not fulfilling my duty. Duty is not Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Isai. No. It is not dharma. Dharma is my duty, my function, my duty as a citizen, as a person, my duty. What is my duty? So dharma, and when according to my duty, according to this dharma, I go for earning, I go on the right path, and then with on right path, remaining on right path, my karma will remain in the right direction, and then I will get the moksha. Moksha means vahi, upadha rahita. I can leave upadha only when I work just to work, not to get exploited or not to exploit anyone else. I have to all my things through dharma. That's why dharma is on the first place. And according to dharma, I earn. According to dharma, I do my karma. And according to dharma, I got my moksha. Okay, and I become healthy. So this is another important principle which has been stated in Charak Samhita. And another one is Karma Siddhanta, because I think time is getting fast, and I will complete it, because I have yet to come on the behavior part, but behaviors are including in this whatever I am speaking. This is what is Karma Siddhanta. This is very important, and very important thing is that Charak Samhita has explained very well the Yadi Nasti Devam. Means there are two kinds of karmas. One karma, because we belong to Vedic Sanskriti, we belong to Veda, we believe in Purva Janma, we believe in rebirth, we believe that we are here because we have done something wrong. That's why we are in this Janma Marana Chakra. We are getting birth and we are dying. We are coming and we are going. That means we are doing something wrong. That's why I have to come back here. I have to face the pain, because I have done something wrong. So karma siddhant is very important. Atmanam eva manyet kartaro sukh dukkhayah. Kisi ko blame nahi karna hai. Don't blame anyone. I am responsible for all my sukha, yani health, and my dukha, yani pain or disease. I am responsible for it. Atmanam eva manyet kartaro sukh dukkhayah. Karma siddhant is a very important siddhant, because we say, I have done nothing wrong with anyone. Why the God is giving me that much of pain? God is not giving you anything. It has separated itself from you. It has given us the power to work. And whatever I do, whatever I will sow, I will get it. So this is Karma Siddhanta, which is very important, because sometimes we do all the things, we remain disciplined, we work good, but even then we get ill. And then the philosophy of Veda says that means that it has arisen from karma, and we have to face it, we have to bear it. When I said now, it is a truth, and I trust that it is a truth, and then I work for it. This is the only three principles on which, if we move, we cannot get depressed, in any case, at any point. And then there is means sadachar or behaviors. What kind of behaviors are expected from me? There are so many, and which cannot be discussed in a single lecture, but still I will tell you some of the principles. Some are normal behaviors, that we should be polite, we should respect each other, we should respect our elders, we should love our children and all. So we should love our society, we should love our nature. All these things are so, but there are certain points which I want to express here. One is na ati samayam jahiyat, means don't waste time. Time management is very important. If I waste my time, then the works get pending, and this piled up work gives me so much of stress, and stress gives me disease, pain. Na niyam bindat. Like I said, that whenever I break my discipline, I don't sleep on time, I don't eat on time, I don't work on time, I break all the rules, I am not following the rules on road or anywhere else, then I am bound to get disease. Na adhira, na ati uchit satpaha. That means what is the behavior? That if there is, we should remain non-impulsive. We should not become impulsive. Now, which means we should not set high standards, higher than my ability. If I set my standard beyond my ability, then I am bound to get pain. I am bound to get failure, and failure gives me pain, and pain gives me, again, pain is the synonym of disease. So na ati dhira, na adhira. Don't be impulsive, and don't be of excessive euphoria. Okay, neither in euphoria nor in melancholia. We have to remain samarana, harmony, and the balanced. Balance is the key feature of health. So na avishrabdha janaha means we should not be paranoid. We should not be paranoid that everyone is plotting some conspiracy against me, that whether this person is right or wrong. I know he is or she is doing something bad behind me, and all these things, and all these people are doing something against me. All these things should not be there. As a paranoid, don't be paranoid about all these things. In Corona, there is so very much problem that everyone is paranoid about it. Whether I have met the person is having Corona, and it gives them fear psychosis, and then the problems arise. Na karyam karyakalam atipati. As I have told that all the things should be done in their stipulated times. Na aparikshitam abhiniveshet means the things which we actually not knowing, we should not go ahead unmindfully. That means our actions should be mindful. This is a very good, it is a very nice part of the behavior. Na buddhi indriyanam atim aradhatyat. Yani means kya hai? I should not force my senses to work, by my functions to, means I should not force myself for more than my capacities. If I do this, I am inviting the disease. Okay, so I should not pressurize. I should do whatever. First of all, I should analyze myself, my strengths, my weaknesses. According to that, if I set goal for me and I aspire about that goal, most probably I am going to get it. Then again, yadina asti daivam. That means the karma which I have done in my past, if they are not supporting me, then it is possible that despite all my efforts, I may fail sometime. So I have to accept it, and accept it decently. Accept it happily, right? And then Na shokam anuvasti. Don't be sorrow, don't be sad. Be happy. Always be happy. If I remain sad, always I remain sad, then I get into depression. And when I get into depression, my digestive powers get affected, my mental powers get affected, my goals, I become more distanced from my goals. So all these things are there. And then what to say, that the basic thing, the behavior, the 3-word behavior, which has been told by Charak Samhita so beautifully. One is brahmacharya. What do you mean by brahmacharya? Brahmacharya is not that I should be abstinence. It's not always abstinence. Brahmacharya means to have control over my indriyas, my senses, and my functions. I should have control upon myself. Then a jnana, containing knowledge. If I have got knowledge, I will not do bad to anyone. I have got knowledge. That's why I understand that whatever I am getting because of my own karma, and there is no one else to be blamed. All these things come out of jnana. And then dana. Wherever I think that someone is in need, I should go and help. This is called as dana. And Ayurveda says the best dana is Jivan dana. Isiliye Ayurveda Amritanama Ayurveda is said to be the best thing in this world. And I believe it, and I know that all of you should believe it. And then Maitri, to have a harmony and to have a feeling of friendliness to my natural resources and the people around me, and in my professional life, I should have a feeling of Maitri Bhav and not enemy Bhav, because we know that we are Buddhiman people, we are not stupid people, because Kritsano hi loko buddhimatam acharyaha, the intelligent people are perceived, they perceive all the world as their teacher. And then karuna means I should have sympathy and empathy both for the others. And abhay, karuna, bhay, harsha, upeksha, prashama parasha, यानी कि भय से दूर रहना है. Don't be afraid. Go ahead with full confidence. Harsha, upeksha, prashama parascha. Hey, remain happy. And prashama parasya means try to control the desires. These behaviors of a person can means control our life and can help us all to remain happy and healthy. So in my such a long talk, I have tried my level best to cover more and more things in my lecture. And I think that you people have enjoyed it. And I'm very, very grateful again to Prabhakar sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Rishi Arora. This is fantastic talk. We learned a lot. I think we can use all your advice every day going forward. So many things you have connected very nicely for health and prosperity and overall joy. It is wonderful talk. Thank you so much. We can have some questions and discussion now, if you don't mind. So if anybody has any questions on the content, please go ahead and ask or put it in the chat. So, madam, what is the consensus of Ayurvedic scholars in the COVID times? What has been sort of the discussions on, containment, cure? So, what sort of, activities are going on?
How did Ayurveda help? Or what should the people follow to prevent themselves from this disease? Yeah.
Yes.
So one thing I have already explained, that immunity is like a Rome, which is not built in a day. So we have to slowly progress in this direction. But what we can do now, because till now, whatever we have done, that is the past. We cannot do anything else, anything about that. But now what we can do, that we can try to regulate our lifestyle. That means we should work upon basic three things, and that is food and sleep and my intersexual activities. So my intersexual behaviors also matter, because during lockdown, the people exploited their wives, and they are also very frustrated. So they did all these things, and these things further deteriorate the mental and physical health status. And sleep is very important, and the people are, what they are doing, they are just searching for their mobiles all the time at home, because they are not going out. So what they are doing just WhatsApp chats, and what they are on the social media and all. So sorry, they are not sleeping on time. They are not sleeping because they don't have to go early morning anywhere else. There is nothing to do. But the thing is, if I disturb my sleeping patterns, I am playing with my immunity, because a 7 hours timely sleep is very much necessary for a person to remain cool and healthy. One thing is this, and food is very important. The nutrition is very important. A balanced diet should be there, and no junk foods should be taken, and the food should be taken at their respective times. Breakfast on time, lunch on time, and dinner on time, and with the perfect balance of the nutrients in it should be there. And again, it should be hot, not cold, and it should be lighter. Lighter food is preferable, because that gets digested early, because we are not going out for a walk, or we are not doing all those things. And then add some exercises and yoga postures, which are easily can be done according to the body position and the flexibility of the body. We should select it for on depending upon our own strengths, what I can do and what I cannot do. And please don't imitate. This is one thing I want to emphasize. Don't imitate that person is doing that much of yoga. Even I will have to do Surya Namaskar for 10 times a day. And the very first day I am doing Surya Namaskar for 10 times. And the next day I am unable to wake up out of my bed. Because then it becomes, it becomes very bad for the health. So please first analyze yourself. First, you analyze that how much my body is flexible, and I have to move accordingly. I don't have to imitate anyone else. And then what are these three things, if I can control, that I am just eating and watching TV and eating. What happened? I overeat. I can't understand what I ate. What are the nutrients over there? Body is also not getting it recognized. That I as I was saying, that body and mind are inseparable. If mind is not there in eating, the body is not going to accept it. And if body is not going to accept the food, no person can insert immunity in our body except food. Nothing, nobody can do anything. So when you eat, you just eat. When you sleep, you just sleep. And then what happened, that you are doing it fatapat, jaldi, without any chewing. You're just getting inside. It is not fair. Be cool, be calm, take care of the hygiene of the food products, take care of the hand hygiene, and then take it coolly. And you all know that if I accept someone with half-hearted, if I means welcome someone half-heartedly, what happens? Whether that person loves us? No. So if I am taking my food half-heartedly, the food will not love us. If food will not love us, we cannot do anything. Okay, so please love your food, praise your food, take your food with a specific speed, not too delayed, not too early, proper chewing and all. These are the things, if we follow, we can prevent ourselves. And following up of all the this corona protocol is important. But along with that, if we take some steam twice a day, it works like it opens up the airways, and we may remain healthy. And again, the people who are diabetics, who are at home, they have got the instinct for overeating, and everyone should avoid overeating and snacking in between. That is called as adhyashan in Ayurveda, where the previous food is not yet digested and we are eating again and again and again, and it becomes very difficult for the body to accept it. So if these three things we have to we follow, so we can be saved from this. And again, I will say the truth, the trust, and the work. Only three things, if we follow in our life, we may remain away from the diseases. Yadi nasti devam. This word has to put behind all, because this is very important in our philosophy, and for the any person to counsel self, because self counseling is very important. And the other thing is, there is a sleek difference between to be alert and to be afraid. If I am going for a fight, I am going for fight with this enemy that is corona. I have to be very alert, yes, but I should not afraid. If I am afraid of my enemy, the enemy will overpower me. Vibheti durbalo abhikshanam. Because the fear, what fear inserts, it makes me weak, and weaker both physically and mentally. It weakens me. That's why no fear, but be alert. Whenever we go into a fight, we have to be alert that the enemy cannot overpower me, but I do not afraid. I go with the confidence. Yes, I will fight and I will win. This must be the feeling. Corona is there. Corona will remain there, but I will also remain there. I will also give a good fight. I will make my inner strength so well that Ghumne do, a principle of coexistence, let it live, and so live and let it live. So we believe in the principle of coexistence. Bacteria will stay, virus will stay, but we will also stay, because we will make our body that strong that no bacteria or virus can enter my body and cannot do any harm. So what is the harm? Let it be. So please, don't afraid, but be alert, so that enemy cannot take advantage of our carelessness, right? So this is my humble request to all of you. Be alert, but don't be afraid.
Thank you, madam. Yeah, very nice advice.
It looks
We have a
Purni has
question.
got some doubt.
Yeah,
Purni,
yeah.
Kammai, she has some doubt.
If I can
Yes,
read
sir.
the question. Is there any indication about Brahma Muhurtam in places where sun rises later in the morning? Example, like winter months in Northern Hemisphere.
So I just want to say that sun is always there. If I am here or not, sun is there. So and the other thing is that sun is very disciplined. I may not make myself disciplined, but the nature is very much disciplined, and there is a particular time when we say, we can see in the newspapers also, okay, then the sunrise will be at this time. But around the sun rises in winters around the same time, approximately on the same time, and in summers approximately in the same time. So Brahma Muhurt is what? You have to sun 48 minutes before sunrise. You just read out the newspaper and you will see at what time the sun is going to rise, and you just put your alarm 48 minutes before that and you may wake up. Simple.
Thank you. Any other questions? If not, I will ask Dr. Gopi Chand to please give some remarks. Gopi Chand sir, are you on the call? Yeah, you are there. We are not able to hear you.
Unmute.
Sir, I think I could explain well.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So yeah, I think Gopi Chand sir is giving concluding remarks, but I think he has some audio trouble. So we'll kind of see if we can fix it.
Thank you, ma'am. Very good speech.
Oh my God, so nice of you, and so kind of you. Love you. Remain healthy, always remain healthy.
Thank you, ma'am.
God
Thank you,
bless you. God bless you with all happiness and love and
Thank you.
care.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yeah,
So
Rana,
sweet.
Gopi Chand sir has trouble with the audio. You want to give some remarks? You can go ahead.
So sweet of her. Children are so loving,
Yeah, then your talk is successful. They love that. So your talk is really rewarding. Children.
No, I love children so much. I feel so much of love and happiness to see a child. A child is such an innocent person to meet with, and they are really motivating, and they are de-stressors for all of us.
So this time, Dr. Gopi Chand, where are you? Don't know. Any problem with you? Ah, he's there. Appear. No, you unmute. No, you please unmute. No, you are talking, but
Yes, unmuted, but it is not working.
oh, I know. No, it is not working.
So Gopi Chand sir, you can try the audio source. Select it to the source. Maybe you can change that.
No, that unmute is there. I mean, muted. Muted sign comes. He's talking, but we are not hearing.
Sir, I will be shortly sharing you that book with you, as you told me to share.
Thank you
Share
very
after
much.
this. It's a very small
Yeah,
booklet.
Gopi Chand, if he wants to. Yeah, please. He's talking. Dr. Gopi Chand is MD, internal medicine, a seasoned doctor in Victoria Hospital, Bangalore. And he was
Yeah.
also an administrator par excellence. And he worked in Army also for 9-10 years and retired from Army as a captain, and rich experience and Veda student or Kendra student.
That's
So
great.
he learned so many things. I don't know why his audio is failing. Gopi Chand, he's
Yeah.
talking with,
Yeah, the audio source maybe has to be set properly. Sir, if you just click on the microphone and then say select a microphone, maybe just select a different choice.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes.
Can you hear me, sir?
No.
Yeah, I think you're in two
problem.
places. You're
Yeah.
using two. Yeah, you should mute the other one. Yeah, we could hear you on the other one. So maybe you can just disconnect in the video one here and then go use the other audio one.
Can you hear me now, sir?
We still have the echo. So if you can.
Hello. Sna.
Okay,
Having
so
problem.
you can just continue and give the remarks.
Anyway.
So then you can maybe give the concluding remarks.
Yeah. So I mean, concluding speeches by you afterwards, and I just want you, because when she is talking, Dr. Nishi is talking, it is not Nishi, Dr. Nishi talking, but it is Charaka Maharshi talking. Because to understand such a voluminous book and able to present salient features which will be of practical importance to everyone, including children. That's what I think. We have got a sample that Sivalingaya's child, grandson maybe. And so we expect her to number of times to come and advise and give us more and more wealth, because the wisdom from Charaka Samhita is unlimited, illimitable. And long back, probably I don't know whether she says to say, Chakravarti Kanishka royal sage, he was the Charaka Samhita, Charaka by other name, and I don't know whether both are same, but Kanishka Maharaja was a wonderful empire in the history of India, has got so much of greatness, that Kanishka, so he is also important for Buddhism and all that. But anyway, that Charaka is really valuable, especially in the present crisis when this fear itself is making more people miserable. So one has to get rid of the fear. That's why she said, if you drop fear, peace comes. If you drop jealous, all other shatrus will disappear. So like that, we have wonderful advice, and we are not, see, as she is talking, we want her to talk continuously. But there is the factor of time.
Thanks.
So
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Please.
Sir.
Yeah, come on. Now,
Yes,
fine.
it's working very well. It's working well. Please go ahead.
Yeah. First of all, I should thank Professor Prabhakar sir for giving this opportunity and for the excellent lecture by the madam. And say, are you hearing me, sir?
Yes.
Yes. Now, madam, it is a very huge topic, I should say, to deliberate in this very short time. And moreover, I don't know much about Ayurveda. So I am just trained in this one, Western medicine. So, but still, I can make out certain points, and which the madam has said properly. She said that our body is a microcosm. Compared, it's just a replica of the whole universe. What is there outside? The same thing is there within our body also. And she spoke about the Panchabhutas. Our body is made up of like this Kapila Muni in that Sankhya Yoga. Our body they consists of only Prakriti and Purusha. So we are all made of this Prakriti. Prakriti is nothing but the 5 Panchabhutas. Madam very vividly brought out the Panchabhutas and that are there in our body, and we should take care of them. And as per this one Ayurveda also, which is a part of which is a Vedanga, and it shows that our body is made up of 5 koshas: Annamaya kosha, Pranamaya kosha, and Manomaya kosha, Vijnanamaya kosha, and Anandamaya kosha. Vijnanamaya kosha and Anandamaya kosha, they are all very subtle, so we will not be able to make out anything. But whereas the other three, Annamaya Kosha and Pranamaya Kosha and Manomaya Kosha, they are all made up of, they represent the body, mind and intellect, which is nothing but the Prakriti. So Madam has clearly said that we should take care of these Panchabhutas and especially the Dhatus. She said about the Dhatus like Vata, Pitta and Kapha. These are the things which are the main things in Ayurveda. But in Western medicine, we entirely go with a different thing. And then she said about the Purusharthas. The one of the Purusharthas, the fourth Purushartha, I need not elaborate on this. And one of the first dharma, that is the Swadharma, that is there, which has been brought out in Gita also. We should first look into our Swadharma. One of the Swadharma point is we should take care of this body. Why we should take care of this body? Because the Atma is residing in us. Because of this Atma only our body is functioning, and it is our job to take care of this body. Otherwise, the Atma suffers. Whenever the body suffers, the Atma also suffers. Whenever there is a disease or illness in the body, we cannot take care of it. We cannot concentrate on the Atma. We cannot think of Atma. The Atma also suffers, and vice versa also. Because Atma is nothing but energy. Whenever there is a deficiency of energy, the body suffers. So ultimately, it is the energy. That nothing but all these Panchabhutas are energized by this Atma. And the one important Swadharma is taking care of our body. And then Madam said about the Karma Siddhanta, and then in that Karma theory, the famous Karma theory of, which we all in the Eastern philosophy we follow very much, where the Western philosophy they have doubt about themselves, about this existence of this karma and all that. So we have to Sanchita, Agami and Prarabdha karma is there, and we are whatever we should do, we should be doing only in the present. We should not be in the past, that is in our memory, or in the future, or in the imagination. We should always concentrate on the present. So whenever you are in the present, so the Sanchita karma and the Agami karma both will dissolve. So that is the main aim of the Karma Siddhanta. Then she beautifully brought out about the Sadacharas, the do's and don'ts. With respect to, we should keep ourselves within our limits, either in the food or in the exercise or in our work or in our any activity for that matter. We should keep within our limits, and we should always cultivate the sattvic gunas. She said about the development of compassionate, empathy, truthfulness, honesty, ahimsa. All those things we should cultivate. So these are all the important things in Ayurveda to look after our health. And most importantly, the Ayurveda gives extreme importance to the mental health. So which Western medicine doesn't give much importance, although the psychiatry has developed with leaps and bounds. But Madam has particularly said each cell, each organ has got its own prana, its own energy. So that is very important. And whereas in the Eastern culture, we have this the pranas and all that. In the West, we deal with individual organs, individual diseases. For example, we have got hospitals for diabetes, hospital for heart disease, hospital for children, hospital for aged persons, hospital for women and children, like that. We have classified into the multiple classification. Whereas in Eastern this thing, and most of the I should say that the amount of research, the amount of study that has been done on the mind, no other culture has done so much. The entire Bhagavad Gita and the Upanishads and everything, and even our gurus also will be telling that it is only the dissecting the mind, how it works, why it is thinking like that, why. And Madam already said one wonderful thing, that most of the diseases used to do our wrong thinking. That's what in Bhagavad Gita 2nd chapter also he says, Krishna says that the very fact that Arjuna is sick is because of his wrong thinking. The moment we think rightly, half of our disease or most of our diseases will be vanished. And that is what because the West has not developed so much in the development of this mind, so much of psychiatric diseases are there. in the West, not compared to East. The psychiatric diseases are too much in the Western countries. Though they have developed the medical infrastructure so well, but they have conquered most of the diseases, but the mental diseases they are suffering. But whereas in the East, we have this prarabdha karma and this karma theory has protected us from so much of mental diseases. I should say we are much happy. At least we should know that anything wrong happens, we'll say we'll blame the karma and we'll get the lot of solace. That is a very big tablet sort of a thing. That is our various gift by our culture. And Madam has said so many the various symptoms of the diseases, how the pain and diseases. She said about the ruja. Ruja means pain or something like that. I'm not, my knowledge of Sanskrit is very elementary. I keep telling our Guruji that my knowledge of Sanskrit has increased after coming in touch with him. So many, it's a very nice talk. So, and this is how the approach we are having. And we approach the Western medicine approaches the disease in a compartmentalized things. Like the disease, Ayurveda also thinks of genetic diseases. Apart from genetics, we think of infections, we think of trauma, we think of cancer, we think of vascular diseases. These are all the things that we will. It was all compartmentalized. You are all aware that even each organ is compartmentalized. For example, if you take the example of heart, there is a cardiologist is there, cardiac surgeon is there. One surgeon is one doctor is only looks after the valvular disease. Another person looks after the electrical problems of the disease heart. Another doctor is only concerned with the vasculature, like putting stents and all those things. Even compared to eye, also one person is looking into the cornea, one person is looking into the retina. Super specialists. See, we are not seeing the holistic thing. That's why even we are not seeing many physicians. The lack of physicians are there. Physician is the one person who will see the entire thing in a holistic way. But if you go to one neurologist, he will say he will not look into the leg problem. He will not look into the eye problem. He will simply say go to the other doctor. So this is what is happening. But in Ayurveda, everything is seen as one total. We are treating one human being. But whereas West, we are treating organs. That is the problem. So we should come back to some of the principles of Ayurveda. We should start treating the individuals, treating the persons, rather than treating the organs. This is the one tragedy that has happened with the advancement of the medicine. But I think the future things people will gradually people are realizing the importance of body as such, and the importance of maintaining the energy level, maintaining the atma, maintaining the soul. That is all the thing. But the highest purushartha is the moksha. That is to get liberated, to get out of this samsara. That's what Madam has already brought out very well. And this is the very small conclusion that I would like to take. I don't want to take much of your time. I thank our Professor Guruji, Professor Prabhakar Gurugaru for giving this opportunity, and Anjaneya Prasad for giving this opportunity to put a concluding remarks. And I thank Madam for her excellent speech. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. So there are only compliments and compliments because a tough subject and especially from Charaka Samhita has been made very easy. Always the Aurora, she is just quoting students. We are all students before her only, as long as she's talking. So studentship is there until the last breath of life. So we learned a lot today, and compliments and regards and all that. We wish now and then she come and educate us, put us on the track of Ayurvedic principles, and see that Ayura Arogya Aishwarya Sampurna Bhagya Siddhirastu. So now I request that Dr. Anjaneya Prasad, who is a computer scientist, professor in the university, my son, he will just make some comment and then a vote of thanks. And he has spared all his time, like Nishi Arora ji and all people, to get enlightened with a special kind of knowledge, which has been preserved since a long time. And even today it is live, as live as anything. Because nature is live with all people at all times, provided we handle it with care. Glass handle with care. Nature handle with care. So all that kudos to all people, participants.
Yes, thank you. And that is my son Ayush in the back. Hello, Ayush.
That's why I was waving hand to
So he is Ayush.
Yeah.
He's also your audience. And he's just
Hey.
observing all your talk, and later on he will speak. She's like this. My
Yeah.
she's a grandson.
God bless you a lot.
Thank you, Rishi. And the body is such a complex and great, gift from God to us to do our dharma. And you have really showed how nature, Ayurveda, really can be used to cure natural issues or, drawbacks we have to do our dharma. And you put it very nicely. I really like the be here now concept you said, where you are doing what you're doing and focusing on it and having courage to really take care of ourselves and all the obstacles that come for the health in terms of body and mind and spirit. So thank you so much again. We really hope you will come again and give another
Here,
talk.
the mother of
near
Mother
time.
of Anjaneya Prasad is also present, a music professor retired,
Yeah.
Dr. Sita Ramalakshmi.
Namaste.
So she is a music professor, Bangalore University, and she is also an audience to you. Do not
Oh, that's a great pleasure and honor to me, sir, that you people have listened to me, and I am so grateful, madam. Very grateful to you. Thank you so much for spending so much of time. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Vasan, Saha, please conclude with a prayer. Or you want Gopi
Om Sahana Bhavato Sahano Bhunakto Sahaviryam Karavavahe Tejasvinavaditamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tatsada Sarvam Shri Krishnarvanamastu Shri Veda Purusha Ashirvadostu Om Tatsat.